Good evening, ghosts and goblins of the night, and welcome to another frick. I have never once messed up the opening. What you know? It's one of those days, everybody. One of those days during the scariest month of the month. You know what I said. Anyway, tonight we got trailers for. Honestly, nothing. There wasn't really any trailers released this week. We got a poster for the upcoming Little Mermaid movie, but that was pretty much it. Also, you know how they're making a Winnie the Pooh slasher movie? Well, it looks like the Grinch is getting a similar taste this week. Is there a genre for this, or, there's more to that, and then we'll see what happens there. And lastly, we got some news for the upcoming Pokemon game, where some new stuff was added. Some promotional material, and pretty much that. I know we just got through a direct from last week, but, more stuff's good. More stuff's good. I like this creative approach they got. All that and more tonight on another nerdy episode of another nerdy talk show. Cue the Halloween opening!
And now it's time for your weekly vocabulary builder, helping you make other people feel stupid since the dawn of man. This week's word is
Pettifogger. It is a noun. Definition: an inferior legal practitioner, especially one who deals with petty cases or employs dubious practices. When used in a sentence, if you thought the lawyers for Amber Heard and Vic Mignogna were hilarious, just wait until we see the performance of the pettifogger they get to defend the Donald.
Congratulations, you are now 0.03% smarter. We'll be back next week with more ridiculous smart words you've never heard of. Or maybe you have. In which case, tough shit.
Welcome back, everyone, to another nerdy episode of another nerdy talk show where we talk nerd. I'm here with my usual host, Kuma the Sleepy. How you doing, Kuma? Always good to have you on. I love it. I love it. I love you. Both of us are blaming in the fiery pits of hell right now. Apparently, they get beer. I can get beer.
There we go.
That's the best part about this thing. Everything in this stream will be red. Got a title. Thank you. So,
Can I be Red Foreman?
Can you what?
Can I be Red Foreman?
Sure.
Put my foot in your ass.
Oh
I love that was like the ongoing joke for that show for his character was always just
yeah.
see that door?
My foot.
That's what you're gonna see when my foot kicks your ass right out of it.
Foot ass. That was his thing.
Yeah.
It's actually really funny. You know what Kurtwood Smith actually did as a hobby?
Hmm.
He was a surfer.
Really?
Yeah, he would always show up on set on the set wearing like a wetsuit and have a surfboard, and you have to change real quick. Yeah, Kurtwood Smith really liked to surf. Little fun fact for you kids. Who doesn't love that 70s show?
Did they actually? Yeah, they weren't really in Minnesota. So like, yeah, I was really going like, they weren't on location for that. So like, yeah, I think the whole thing was like, yeah, it was all like sets and everything, right?
Definitely all sets. I'll have to look that up for you then. Let me see.
Yeah, because I was really thinking like, wait, they're in like Minnesota or wherever.
Where did they film that 70s show?
Because I was really thinking like,
yes, in Studio City, California, USA.
Okay, that makes sense because I was really just going like, how can he show up in Minnesota or wherever it takes place and all like that?
Well,
like,
there are facilities back there that can produce wave pools that people can surf in.
But I don't. I'm gonna just put the regular lighting because it's annoying me now.
Fine, I'll just take your camera then, and I'll filter it to give you a red filter.
No, never mind. My face looks ugly. There we go. That hides everything.
Right when I was getting it out. If it's bugging your head, if it's bugging your face, your eyes, I could literally do that. But anyway, wait, how has your week been this week?
Just lazy. But
Definitely.
no, I'm just kidding. I went and visit my friend Gigi or Jerry. She's been, or they've been pretty good at everything. They've gotten their head on correctly now, their mental health is doing better.
That's good. I remember you were actually messaging me to see if I was available to hang out, but I couldn't. I apologize, by the way.
Yeah, we went to a hot pot place.
Oh, damn! The place with what was it like? The thing where they give you the broth and you have to take the stuff and put it in there or something?
Yeah.
Oh, I loved it. Me and Bruce and Justin went to one of those things. It was great. There was one right outside of Super Sands.
This one gives you like your own individual like little pot.
Yeah, that's what we went to. What was it called?
The one that we went to was called Volcano.
Oh, where was it at?
Near Kissimmee, I think.
I was gonna say the one that I went to was like right outside of Universal.
Okay, yeah. There's a lot of them.
Oh yeah, definitely. I didn't even think there was a lot of them at first, but then I saw them all over the place. It's like crazy. But it was a good experiment.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. The trend in like Korean barbecue and hot pot like just went straight up for some reason and just. I don't know, like the first time I went to a Korean barbecue place was over in LA during when I went to Anime Expo.
Nice.
The people I was rooming with, some of them have already been there before, so it was just like, okay, cool. I'd be happy to like be shown around and everything, I guess.
Oh, definitely. Like I was gonna say the trend of Korean food and making the food yourself was probably taking on.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's not just that either. I would say it's also just like going somewhere and like preparing your own food. I guess is what people is also thinking. Besides, like, it's also the thing of like you don't also have to deal with the mess that much either.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's like one of those things with just having it all conveniently there and everything. Not need to do that. Making food is fun, says Lady Wolf. I can imagine it would be. Mm-hmm. She knows what she's talking about. I believe you. I believe you indeed.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's a place I went to when I was in Colorado that was called Pizza-Fi.
Pizza-Fi.
Yeah, I believe it's just like pizza with F-I at the end of it.
Oh yeah, I think I went there one time. Wasn't that the place where they like you choose your pizza and they like make it for you in like 1 minute or something like that?
Yeah, like you choose like the crust and like every topping and all like that.
Oh yeah, it's good stuff.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet. I kind of like that idea.
Yeah, it's really good.
And then like that's like I believe there is a place where you can actually make your own pizza there as well too. While like we're on the topic of just like talking about food.
Oh yeah, definitely, because food is something I like. Because food is food stuff type things.
Food is life. I don't care what people say about Shrek.
Yeah, I know what they're saying. Fuck Shrek. Fuck Shrek. Food is literally life. Yeah. Anyway, let's move on to what we got today. So yeah, surprisingly, no trailers this week.
Yeah, at all, really, not that much.
I mean, a lot of movies were coming out there, such as that Spirit Halloween movie and that Mike's Halloween's Ends movie. We got some good Halloween movies this year, and that are like Halloween themed, and we don't get that a lot, honestly.
Yeah, I know. You know what I'm really surprised like isn't going on right now either?
What?
The whole trend of like reviving like old holiday, not holiday, but like old Christmas and Actually, no, I think they are doing that because I was thinking like movies where they combine Christmas with everything, where like Christmas and Halloween, Halloween and Christmas, Christmas like where
Oh,
Christmas
yeah.
has to be like the whole idea with everything.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's one coming out here, Violent Night. That's kind of combining Christmas with that kind of thing. Or like there's was Krampus. That was kind of pretty good.
Yeah, but like with Violent Night, I don't like specifically cater that to horror specifically because like when it comes to like Halloween,
Oh, you're talking like
when it comes to
specifically horror?
yeah, like mostly that because like with Violent Night, that specifically stood out to me mostly as like a Christmas action instead.
A Christmas action.
Yeah, because like there's nothing specifically scary in it, or
Yeah.
like anything that like really says Halloween to me. Honestly,
It's just Santa with a gun.
yeah. Like what does that have to do with Halloween though? Like I don't see anything with that.
It's weird. You don't see a lot of Halloween killers with guns. And again, I know why. It's like it's really kind of defeats the purpose, but but we did get
Well, because like I feel like that's like borderline when like it relates to the people or something like that. Like a gun is like can be used by everybody, but it's just like well anything.
Why is
I
it?
feel like dang, what was it? It's a thing where I'm thinking like if you're desperate enough, anything could be a weapon.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, like that's the thing about slasher villains. They always go with the knife, and like it's like I got a knife. The other guy, I got a fucking gun. But like it's
Right.
like yeah, like there was this one Halloween. There was this one Halloween where Michael actually wields a gun. Instead of shooting it, he just stabs the person with it.
I'm thinking of the I forgot what episode it is of It's Always Sunny.
Oh my god.
Where Charlie has like a little plastic gun and Max is like has like a sword or was it Dennis? I forgot who it was, but like has like a little blade in hand. Goes like, well, if I come in like for the side, and then Charlie's like, nope, gotcha. Well, if I try to go like, nope, gotcha. Goes like, well, nope, gotcha.
Exactly.
Dude, like you can't beat a gun.
I know. Even when I was playing JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, All-Star Battle R just recently, and when you choose Whole Horse, he goes like, "Gun beats sword." That's his default action phrase.
Nice.
Yeah, you don't mess with JoJo. But yeah, we did get something though. We got that poster for the Little Mermaid live action one, which I have to say looks really nice. If you actually look at
Pretty sweet.
not the ants chat, it's in the chat in this voice chat.
Yeah, I can see it on. On the Twitch.
Like I like that blending of like blue coloring and everything like that. It really has a good like. It looks like something I'd hang on my wall, honestly.
Dang, what's? I think it's like acrylic painting is what I'm thinking.
Everybody will be in the comments going like, "Wait, isn't it watercolors?" I'm gonna say no, it's not. But like, I wish that was a picture. I would totally have
it's
that. It's
seawater color, okay?
Seawater. Needs more green if that would be the case. But yeah, actually, remember when this was posted on the Disney Twitter. There was, I think, the lead actress was able to post it. Friggin', what's her face? Who's playing Ariel now? Fucking.
Damn it. T. No, I don't think it's with the T.
I keep forgetting her name. I'm sorry. I'm like really blanked out. I gotta get this off my screen because I'm seeing too much. Because I'm seeing blue. Everything's supposed to be red. Be gone. Anyway. Adina Menzel. That would be funny. But like
Halle Bailey.
Halle Bailey. Thank you. She shared that, and someone actually in the comment said, "Look, I actually edited it," and he put like water effects over it, which is really cool.
I don't know if this is a typo. I don't know if this is a typo on the thing on the cast or like for the roles or anything, but like for Prince Eric, it spells it as Prince P. PRINCIPE. Eric.
What? Princep? What? Hold on, I can't see. What? Princep?
Yeah,
Hold on a second. Live action.
First, I did a second glance because at first I thought it said principal. I was like, wait, what? Yeah, then we got Melissa McCarthy as Ursula, which
Yeah, I can't wait to see how that plays out.
yeah, I want to see that trailer now. I want to see how that trailer's gonna be, just because like in my head a long time ago, I thought like a good Ursula to me, I thought would be at the time I thought Queen Latifah would be a good Ursula.
She did play her at one point, I think.
Yeah, but I meant like for like a full like a
What did you
like
look up to get the cast lineup?
I just looked up the Little Mermaid. Like
The Little Mermaid, just that?
yeah, I just looked up the 2023 like Little Mermaid.
2023.
I put Little Mermaid in just like
Yep, it's right there. It says Principi. Is that a real word?
Yeah, I was gonna say, can you look that up? Like,
Let me see. It's
like Principe. What's Principe?
Principi is a smaller northern major island in the county of Sao Tome. Oh, it's Spanish for prince. The prince.
Principe.
Principe.
So
What?
so Eric is Spanish?
I don't remember.
Hispanic?
It says Spanish. Might be somewhere near Spain if they're doing that. They might be justifying a location, which would be pretty cool.
Okay, because they never fully like actually like I know they justified the ocean of like where Ariel is, but like we never get like that much on Eric himself.
Let me hold on a second. Let me see here. Maybe there might be a typo. Hold on, I gotta go to filmography. Films, The Little Mermaid. Yeah, and the Little Mermaid cast, it says Prince, so it must be like a translation error or something like that.
I guess my phone is having.
Yep. Maybe. I just want to see. I'm just hoping Javier Bardem as King Triton. At least he's playing another sea monster that I can hopefully understand this time. I'm referring to his character in Pirates of the Caribbean 5, which I saw in theaters with Bruce. And it was the theater it was a movie we really wanted to leave during, but we were on a double date, and I think our girlfriends were like getting like really into it. Me and him were like, oh my god. Yeah, I'm looking at Bruce, I'm like, can you understand a single thing Javier Bardem is saying in this movie? And he's like, no. Nope, all I hear is Sparrow or something like that. Seriously, that's a game. Here's what you do, guys. Watch the 5th Pirates of the Caribbean movie if you can stomach your way through it, and if you can tell, I will personally mail myself to your house and give you a kiss if you can tell me everything Javier Bardem is saying, and bonus points if you can actually get me to care. But like, yeah, it's good. I want to see where it goes. I mean, there was that fake art for Flounder that was released just recently. That was
the thing we were joking about.
Yeah, I mentioned that in the chat here. Am I the only one that was always annoyed that the character of Flounder is not even a flounder? It's like a big yellow tropical fish. Which raises more questions.
I thought in the cartoon she gave him that name like just because like
I know
she didn't know which one he was because she was like so young at the time.
I don't remember that actually. I always thought they were just
forgot.
friends.
No, he like they meet up like this is like a long time ago. This is like why I'm really surprised by like if I do know this like
yeah,
because like I remember
too.
Like I do remember like some episode about like them meeting like it talks about like how they first met, like it was something of them like she either helped them or like he was hiding or I don't know something. I feel like that's what it was.
How did Flounder get his name?
His name. Dang, yeah. I'm like I feel like I'm confusing it with something.
Let me see
else.
here.
But I feel like it's right. Or am I having a Mandela effect?
It's really weird, honestly. Let me see here. Despite the name, he is not a flounder in most. That's all it says here.
Well,
that's all it says on the wiki for the Little Mermaid. It's the official Little Mermaid wiki.
Why do you check the wiki first? Like, look at everything else besides the wiki first.
Yeah.
The wiki isn't always usually the.
Well, there is the Disney wiki, which is pretty much edited by Disney mostly.
I can accept that. I just been like going to regular Wikipedia is just like more questionable.
I don't know. I'm not really getting that many good stuff here. Apparently in
One of the third things I see is how does flounder taste?
Flounder comes from a large family with numerous siblings. His actual name, according to the evil manta, is Guppy number 35. His exact
Guppy number 5.
Guppy number 35. Apparently he has a twin sister named Sandy. So yes, apparently Flounder's name is called Guppy number 35. How nice. I'm not seeing anything here. There was apparently a character named Breaker the Dolphin that was going to be Ariel's comrade, but he was replaced by Flounder. We chose Flounder.
I wonder why.
I don't know why either. A dolphin would have been awesome.
Yeah, but do you know like the horrible things that dolphins do in the sea? They literally beat on like young fish. Like it makes it seem like they're playing with it, but like they're really kind of like just beating it around with their tail or just like hitting it up and everything like that.
Yeah, well, you know what mermaids do to humans?
Don't exist.
I mean, I guess with mythos, if they can break that mythos, I'm pretty sure they can break the mythos with dolphins. Is there a character?
What mythos? Dolphins do. It's not a myth that they do that.
Yeah, dolphins are one of those my favorite mythos, and oh my god, no wait, hold on. I actually found concept art of the dolphin with Ariel, and I'm just gonna show you this on my laptop. I don't know where this begins and where this ends. What is with Ariel? She'd have like headphones on. What the frick?
Is that real concept art?
Yeah, this is real concept art apparently.
From who?
Let me see here. Let's see here. Let me see.
I don't know if I could ever see Ariel.
He was going to be voiced by Robin Williams apparently. But he did have a cameo in one episode or one shot, which is him right here. Yep, there's even some apparently Legacy console art of him over here when they're escaping the shark. He's right up there. Probably the one scary part in one of the Kingdom Hearts games is when you're in the ship and the shark comes at you. You know the part I'm talking about?
Yeah, I mostly just remember like just the rhythm thing because like I sucked at it.
You really? I didn't. I remember my teacher. My sister told one of her teachers that I was playing Kingdom Hearts, and so one day I'm in one of the classrooms and she's making copies. She's like, "Oh, your sister said you play Kingdom Hearts. I gotta know how do you beat the Atlantica stage in Kingdom Hearts 2?" I'm like, "What?" And she's like, "You know, the one with the rhythm." I'm like, "Oh, I just literally do that before I go to the last level." And that's how I beat it. I just get everything and then I just go there. I didn't think it was that hard.
It really wasn't. I just mostly like failed to like go along with the beat half the time because like the whole time on the PlayStation using. I think this was also around the time when like Guitar Hero and everything came out, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so like I more related to playing Guitar Hero when it came to that and everything. So like seeing the whole thing in Kingdom Hearts, I was just going like, wait, what? Why is this the thing? Like,
it's like really out of place in the game.
Yeah, because like I'm okay with like quick time events, like or like quick time movements that you have to do, or like
yeah, it's like what? It's like why am I doing this? The one thing I really like is how the swimming controls in that level make no sense. Like for some reason you're like in a little hub, right? There's two rooms, a hub and King Triton's throne. You do nothing in King Triton's throne. He's just there on a table
Yeah,
saying
that's
like, I'm
weird.
Trident, I'm Trident, I don't wear a shirt, whatever.
Oh, that actually reminds me. You know what I saw? I
What?
don't know if it was on Twitter or if it was Reddit. I want to say Reddit.
Mhm.
Someone said like, what if they did like the Trident's castle, like everything, like how they have it on the original box or the original cover of the Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
You remember what the one thing that stood out?
Yeah, I know, it's really stupid, honestly.
Yeah, yeah. There was just something saying like, what if they actually did that and like some of the animators do know about it or like the designers
They
or
just do it,
whatever.
they just do it as a little reference.
Yeah, and like they really try to hide it, but like if you're looking, you're like
They have like
I see it.
they have like a team of construction dolphins that are like taking it apart and trying to reupholster it or something like that or whatever it's called, like.
Or like it is the whole castle, but yeah, that one part is just covered by like some sort of banner.
Yeah, it's like covered by like scaffolding and everything like that.
Yeah, it's just like,
Anyway.
okay, yeah, you gotta hide it, but we know it's there.
Definitely. So I want to also bring out. So since Cruiser's not here and he's not really big on the subject here, I want to talk about those two Pokemon videos that came out. Those three ones of them, excuse me.
Oh, yeah, I
Where
was gonna bring that up. Yeah.
we got another gym leader. I'm just gonna put the image up here. Her name is Lano. Just put that down. Lano or Londo. That's where I live. She is a gym. So to put down here, she is Lano. She's an influencer, a gym leader, and a streamer. Finally happened. We finally put the Rotoms to good luck. Is it Rotom or yeah, it's Rotom. I keep thinking it's either Rotom or Rotom.
You know it's the oh god, you know what I laughed at with the moment I saw this too.
Why? Because she looks like a VTuber character.
Yeah,
She has like that giant oversized.
yeah, and it's also just the thing that like, oh god, the obvious, like you obviously know who she's probably based off of.
Oh yeah, definitely. You know what?
Who's in your head? Please tell me.
Oh my god, I'm never good with VTuber names. I'm sorry, I can't. If I have ideas, but I'm not. Who's the girl with the shark?
Gura,
Yeah, I keep forgetting her names. I can never pronounce VTuber names right, except for with some, such as Snuffy the Raccoon or Neanners. But
but yeah, like the whole thing with like her, like she has the whole like sharp teeth and everything.
oh yeah,
whatever,
I
like,
never even noticed that. Yeah, she definitely has the sharp teeth situation.
oh really? That's like one of the key features that like pops up like whenever you're first seeing her. Like she's doing like her whole little,
I don't know.
whole little intro and
Well,
like
does
she's
she?
like,
Does the actual tuber she's on have that same like jacket that's like with the giant head hole and the like, friggin'
kind of like most like for her it is like just an oversized just jacket or sweater or yeah just something like that for. I don't really know that much on their lore, but I think for like Gura, she is like just a shark that came to land and whatever.
Oh my god.
Like she just up and just said like, you know what, I'm tired of the ocean.
I'm gonna go play video games.
Yeah, I think that's the real thing. Like her the clips that I see on TikTok and everything, they're just like adorable. Just like anything that like she says or like she just kind of does, and like it's just like very adorable.
Oh my god, I want to find that one Cat Icarus like soundbite where he says Japan, we love you. But like yeah, the whole I could totally see that as like a VTube design, but all that I will say I like how so the two videos are like her doing mock streams of her saying like I got a part.
Okay, I don't know if her name is either Lano or Ino, maybe.
Yano, Lano
Yeah,
or
like,
Yano.
Cause,
Yeah, it
cause
might.
it's saying like she's the electric.
Oh,
type
yeah, it might. Oh, Iono. Okay, so it's like ion or electron.
yeah. I was thinking like could it be like Iono? Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm looking at the name of my file, and it looked like I hate how uppercase I's look like lowercase L's. What the fuck?
Well, that's the thing I was thinking because I'm just right going like no one's gonna really put a lowercase I as like not I, a lowercase l as an I.
You know what? I agree with you, but here's the problem. I've probably worked with so many fonts that they've done that to me, and it's a pain in the ass. There are some fonts that actually turn like the L into like a single line. I'm like, are you kidding me with this?
The thing that makes me kind of laugh is that like the idea that like the electric the electric gym leader is this icon, so to speak.
Yeah.
And we've had damn, I forgot what her name was. The one gym leader in, I think, Pearl and Diamond, the one that was like she was like a model or something like that, like
Oh
a fashion
yeah.
model.
Oh yeah. What's her face? I keep forgetting that one, but I know who you're talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah, I forget her name. I just know that she was the electric type gym leader in that one, and that she was like the
There was also
like fashion model. Or
there was
something.
also one that was a wrestler. I think his name. You know what I'm talking about? The water.
Yeah. Was he water? I thought it was ice.
No, it was water.
Oh, okay.
I think the one you're thinking about is the one in Ruby and Sapphire and Emerald.
Okay, yeah.
The guy who has for some reason two different gym leader models. I don't know why, but whatever. But like I remember. But yeah, what's cool about this is so she had two videos, just her trying to get her fans to guess what her partner Pokemon is, and we got this thing, Belly Bolt. Don't let the things on his side on the side of his head confuse you. Those are not his eyes. He looks like Chansey if like.
Yeah, if like it looks like Chansey's like cousin.
But the deal is that the little yellow thing on his stomach, or her stomach, or whatever the gender of this creature will be, but you choose from, is basically. Hold on, I gotta get Cruiser set up with his situation right now with the stuff there. If we were just talking about the new Pokemon that was revealed this week.
I like the name because it sounds like a name of a Ben 10 alien.
Belly Bolt.
Yeah.
I like how what's cool about it is when he's using his attacks, his stomach turns into one of those like wizard balls. That's why I'm gonna call, if I ever catch one in Pokemon, I'm gonna call him Spencer's Gifts. So yeah.
His overall look and like the way he's moving, because he looks like he's just hopping along.
Yeah.
He looks like he's made, like he just looks like to be like literally a design to be like a squishy like pillow, like just like you're meant to like squish him.
I know, that's what even Ayano said there. He's like, he's cute and squishy. What is it with girls in Japan liking things squishy? I don't know what that's about, but whatever. And Cruiser,
well, because they moved on from things being small, and like since everyone in America is now just like, yeah, we adapt that too. Now it's just like, now we
hold on
gotta
a second.
adapt things that are squishy.
Wait. Cruiser, what the hell are you doing?
What do you mean?
Why is your room not red?
You tell me.
Damn it! I got it now. Now I gotta go in and don't worry, I'll put a red filter over you. I got your back, man. Don't worry. Hold that thought, people. I'll just a little behind the scenes stuff there. Hold on. Let me just just take this.
Yeah, I couldn't find the cord for my mic either, so I'm going built in.
No, it's okay. We can hear you. It's cool. Put that there. Hold on. I'll be with you back with you in a moment, my darling.
So, when you play Evan, what is your usual like type base team that you go with?
I always go with water.
Water? Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, water's always a fun one for me. There you go, Cruiser. I fixed you.
Like that's your like usual like overall like.
Me and I basically had the same plan that Jaywitz had when Red and Blue came out. What happened was everybody wanted Charizard, but me, who didn't give a shit, had a plan and hatched. So I chose Squirtle and pissed off everybody in the lunchroom. And that's how I chose water Pokemon, except for maybe Cyndaquil. He was kind of an exception.
Oh, I always went straight up with the first water.
The one thing I like is coming up with the name, how every trainer in each game goes by the name of Evan, and each one has a different personality. Like my last one was the first female Evan, which is short for Ivana, and and she was meant to be the scholar. She wants to learn to be a professor. This one, I'm kind of thinking about making this Evan maybe Hispanic or dark-skinned, and I'm probably going to make him... I don't know what to make him. I might make him the coward.
Evan.
Emilio.
Oh, not much from what you are now. Dun-dun-dun.
Oh, you shut up. I'll make you... Be quiet before I make your entire camera a solid red the entire time. Anyway, Cruiser, I heard you were working out a lot. Have you had any good progression there?
I'd say so. I mean, you can't really see because I'm so fat. You can't really see the definition that much.
I can see a little muscle. Can you see a little muscle in there, Guma? Like that little thing there, that little bump there. You can see something forming.
Yeah, it feels kind of weird. It's like, okay, that wasn't there before. And I will say, too, that it's also my first time in a sauna. This thing, like, you see these things on TV, and they look like just steamy locker rooms. This thing looked like a saw trap. It was dark, dingy, there was no light, and there was a bench and a burner in there. And it turns out these things can get to be 180 degrees. And the longest I lasted in there was 15 minutes.
Oh yeah, I've lasted up to like 30 minutes when I was younger there. I usually just sit there and I meditate.
But the weird thing too is
what
do you meditate on?
I just sit there and I just calm myself down and just think of thoughts to calm me down. I haven't done a sauna in a while, so.
But the weird thing too is that you try to you breathe through your nose, and I don't know if it's just me, but it kind of burns like the rim of your nostrils. So you try to breathe in through your mouth, and you can taste sulfur. So it's not pleasant by any means. And one day I go in there, and there's some dude in a sweatshirt and sweatpants in there.
Oh yeah, I heard you. Isn't the object what's the object of the sauna? Just to like relax and just.
No, it is to sweat.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's one guy I spoke with, not at the gym, but this former OG American Gladiators character, who told me that the sauna doesn't really do anything because, yeah, you'll sweat, but you'll just gain all that weight back the second you have a glass of water. So I don't know if that's true or not.
I think
it really depends on how long you've been in there and like if you do just like have anything to drink later on. But, like,
yeah. Your
like,
body
that's literally true with any fluid besides water.
The other thing too is because it gets so hot in there, I have none of my electronics go in there with me. Even though I'm seeing people in there with like their phones or their iWatches. The only thing I'll go in there is just my earbuds. Like, I'll leave my bag outside the door, but play music on there. And even then, I can feel my earbuds getting hotter.
Oh, yeah, that's probably crazy.
Yeah, and I even take off my insulin pump because if it gets too hot,
it'll melt.
It could actually... No, it could actually... I guess you could say...
Ignite.
No, what's the word I'm looking for here?
Melt. Ignite. Clog. Shrink. Evaporate.
Expire the insulin. I guess you could say expire the insulin. The insulin will go bad. This is why they tell you to keep insulin in a refrigerated area.
It's like milk.
Yeah. So I leave that outside as well. But my routine goes with just doing 20 minutes of cardio and then 6 weightlifting exercises and then 10 plus minutes in the sauna. And I've been doing pretty good with it. The only thing that's a bit of a bummer is the guy I would do these workouts with is a nurse from my hospital. His name is Mike. I just call him Nurse Mike. And he wanted to get back into it too. And because he has a membership for LA Fitness, he can actually bring in someone for free.
Cool.
But because he hasn't been showing up lately, I've had to pay, or sometimes he'll just sign me in. Because I'm getting I'm fat, diabetic, and getting older. This is not a good combination. So I've been sticking with this. I want to get healthier. I don't know if I would actually lose a lot of the fat. But if I have to weigh a lot, it might as well be the good kind.
Well, that's why I said to my sister, like, I don't want my body to look good. I just want to be healthy. That's all. Is that a good way to put it?
Yeah, I mean, plus the other thing too is that I do want to, I do want to look good as well, because you know what? I tried dating big women. I'm not attracted to it. But it's extremely not fair if you weigh 260 and you say no fat chicks. Okay, that is a god-awful thing to say and very hypocritical. So then you have to kind of like walk the walk, I guess you could say. So start losing weight,
Yeah.
but however, like my rule is they can't be bigger than me. That was me trying to be fair.
Anyway, let's get over this last one here before we continue here. It's horror related.
Yay!
So I got the Grinch is getting a horror movie parody.
Oh yeah, that was interesting.
So yes, apparently all the characters in the world of Dr. Seuss are all public domain. The movie is called The Meme One. It stars David Howard Thornton from Gotham as the Green One himself, and Crystal Martin from 911 Lone Star as Cindy. The plot is Cindy, whose parents were butchered by the Meme One when she was just a kid. Now she's returning to the small town of Fraser Park for a closure, whilst her nemesis prowls the neighboring mountain. It's made by XYZ Films, who aims to release the movie for free online in the US on December 15th.
Why free?
I don't know. I'm just...
Probably because someone would pay to see it.
Is there a
Why would you say that?
Is there like?
I mean,
it sounded like something that's basically meant to be a meme and not an actual movie.
There's if you go to the voice chat here. If you once again, Cruiser, it's at the top right hand corner of this thing. I actually put a screen still that was taken from this movie, and
the costume does look, or at least the face does.
Yeah, just is there like a genre of films that are coming out now? First, it was Winnie the Pooh. Now it's the Grinch. Like
it actually might be, to be honest with you, because there is sort of that, just like with Marvel, that what if factor.
What if the Grinch actually did shit?
Yeah, or like what if Darth Vader was a lethal killer?
Oh, he is a lethal killer.
Yeah, there's
Cruiser,
no
you have
that.
Okay, let me rephrase that. What if those killing scenes were much more gory than they were originally?
Cruiser, you're gonna need to go with. You have to go. I think the better thing was, what if Darth Vader actually didn't turn to the dark side? I think you're looking for something like that. Yeah, Darth Vader has had graphic kills in both the extended and Disney canon. You should see this one kill he has where he falls onto a planet out of his TIE fighter and immediately kills a beast, rides a black horse, and then thrusts in the air and just jabs it in the eye. Disney
now, how graphic did it go?
I don't remember, but that's not one of them. He's done a lot of crazy stuff. But anyway, the point is and
even the comics have done him justice as well too.
He's done a lot. Like I remember one time he skinned an animal. Okay, we're getting off topic here. The Grinch. Like, I don't know. Like, first we get Violent Night, and then we got a lot of weird Christmas movies coming out this year.
Okay, so there's a video game I played called Pillars of Eternity. I think it's called Pillars of Eternity 2.
Mm-hmm.
There's a character in... y'all go ahead and discuss it. I'm going to look the character up real quick.
I know the Grinch is a mean one, but he didn't really feel like a killer. He felt like just a dude that was a grumpy dude. Like a grumpy guy that just wanted to be left alone, like, that neighbor. What do you think?
He did want to ruin Christmas for people.
Yeah, but that didn't mean... Yeah, well, I know he wanted to ruin Christmas, but he didn't want to kill anybody. He just wanted to be a dick.
Killing is being a dick.
That should be
try to do a Master Shake line there, like, killing is scary.
That would be a thing that should be a new lyric. You're a dick, Mr. Grinch.
You're a dick one.
You're a
Mr. Grinch.
Sounds like the weird beginning Of a porno version.
Oh, I'm sure it's out there.
Damn it, now I gotta look it up. Grinch. Grinch porno.
I'm afraid.
Let's see where the hell. I know this character.
I remember seeing this one video of the Grinch at like the Grinch Triple X. Well, I'm seeing a lot of weird stuff here. And before anybody gets that visual in your head, no, it's not green. Miss Grinch Girl gets a... Okay, I'm not going to look any more of that face. I don't want to know
The other thing is that...
I don't know who I'm hooing, so, yeah.
The other thing is that who would have a sexual fantasy about the Grinch?
The same one who would have a weird sexual fantasy about having sex with SpongeBob.
Yeah, and dude, there are people that fantasize about Bigfoot too.
Honestly,
Yeah, I've heard of the
I think
geek.
it's more... honestly, I don't really think people are really aroused by it. I think they just see it as a funny novelty.
Maybe. Then again, it's the internet. I would really not be surprised.
You really don't know the gist of anybody's kinks, do you?
Yeah, Cruiser, you'd be really surprised. People have different
Yeah.
things. We're talking about a place that...
There's
about...
a reason why furries exist.
There's probably more reasons to that than that, but I was gonna say,
no, I know.
Cruiser, there are people who get off by feet. I'm pretty sure there would be someone who would be off by the Grinch. I actually remember hearing about a forum that was back then that I heard from Varg Skeletor, that there was a whole forum about people who get off on chewing ice. It's crazy.
Like actually just like crunching on it and everything.
Yeah, it's like you know what? Save it for hentai night. But yeah, like really, the Grinch killing people.
I mean, I can always see it, honestly. Like,
well, yeah, that's the thing. I'm more the consensus of I can see it, but no.
what do you mean, no? Like,
It's like I could see the Grinch being a monster, but like at the same time, it's like he didn't seem like monster material. He was just a guy who wanted to be left alone.
define monster. Like,
I don't know, friggin'. Hold on, I got a good answer for you.
oh, and I found the character.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's the character from the games Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire. This is one of the companions you can find. This, and like the design of the Grinch just made me think of this character immediately.
If you want to know what I mean by him being a monster, the song says it best. It says, "Heart's an empty soul. His brain is full of spiders, and he's got garlic in his soul."
No! Your definition, damn it!
I don't know if how my definition can go any further than that, but whatever.
You literally said monster, but you're using a song's definition. I want your definition of what you consider a monster. Like,
I don't know. Weird.
Me.
Yeah.
that makes no sense then. Like,
This is another segment where Kuma gets randomly angry at something.
what do you mean? Because like,
yeah, it started with the candles.
no, because it's literally a thing of you saying like he's a monster, but like
Well,
I'm literally asking what is your definition of a monster? Like someone that's just green and furry?
Well,
Like,
I think it depends on mainly the setting. Like the Grinch isn't a who, right? They like establish he's not a who. So what is? He's not a who. Is he? Hold on a second. Is the
you do know like the definition or his origin that we're given is old women talking to a young girl, right? Of course they're elaborating on things.
Nope, I actually looked it up here. Apparently in Dr. Seuss canon, the Grinch is the same species of he's a different subspecies.
No, yeah, but that's what I mean. He's still a who. It's just like a whole thing of just like he just like is a byproduct of just like of people that were swinging together. Remember? They don't know where he really came from because like no, that's what I got like from rewatching the Jim Curry live action one.
The Jim Curry, excuse me.
Sorry.
Jim Curry.
Well, I mean, he did do a song.
Anyway.
He did do a song with Busta Rhymes for the soundtrack.
Now I'm only thinking about friggin' Jim Carrey as Pennywise the Clown, only instead of coming out of a sewer, he's coming out of a rhino's ass.
Man.
We float in here.
After looking up costumes, that was like the one thing that like besides Harley Quinn, besides like Harley Quinn and everything, like the It costume is like also the most common clown thing you see as well.
Yeah, the modern and the original, but yeah, like basically I'm a. But
like rewatching the old, like the whole live action Grinch and everything, like
that's the
like
thing.
How like they were told like his origins to Cindy, like saying like, oh yeah, how many kids came from like
they come out of the baskets in the
It's
but like the Grinch,
our baby's here. He looks like your boss.
And like when they said like the Grinch, he came like he was at like some random swinger's house, like that's where he came from. So like my theory on that is his mom is literally one of the women that raised him.
Yeah.
They just literally don't know who his dad is or what.
He's probably a mix of everybody's dad in
So,
Whoville.
That's the thing, like, so the reason he's just an outcast is because he's green, essentially, I guess.
Yeah, like because he's green. And
in
like,
the animated version, they actually got him a much more sadder origin. He's an orphan at an orphanage, and nobody adopts him because they don't give a good explanation.
That whole thing just that made me feel sad, like watching that one. No lie,
it was weird seeing that. The only funny thing in that movie was Kenan Thompson, but because he can make anything good.
You sure about that?
Name what else was he bad in?
I don't know. I haven't really seen much of his stuff outside of what he did with Kenan and Kel. I mean,
Kenan, SNL, all that.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of it.
You didn't see his stuff in all that?
No, I said anything outside of Kenan and Kel.
He hasn't done anything bad that I know of.
I mean, I saw the Fat Albert movie. No, don't. You don't need to.
Yeah. Ironic, because he used to play Bill Cosby as a kid on all that.
Anyway, but like for like, you know what? Like the Grinch literally being a hoarder, or at least like a bad guy, I could literally see them. This is him more going over the edge of like being mean and everything. Because like,
so he's just like a random murderers who.
I could like think of him as like the Jack the Ripper of Whoville.
There we go. That's what the movie is.
There it is. Yes, Jack the Ripper as is the Grinch.
I mean, his mom was a whore, so it kind of makes sense.
The Grinch is Jack the Ripper.
His mom was a whore, so it makes sense.
Grinch the Ripper. There you go. That's what they should have called it, Grinch the Ripper. I mean, why not? Why not? Just bringing. There's so many iterations of Jack the Ripper. Why not the Grinch?
Isn't it true that there's actually no existing photos of him?
Who?
Jack the Ripper.
No, they never caught him.
Yeah, like no one knows who that guy is.
They may have, but it's like hard to say.
Like there were just so many theories and conspiracies of just like it could be a noble or it just could be like some random.
Yeah, it's like the Zodiac Killer.
Doctor, yeah.
It's like the Zodiac Killer. We don't know who he looks like specifically.
There's a stupid theory of saying like they're one and the same.
We now know what he looks like. Jack the Ripper's green, and he's the Grinch.
But yeah, like the whole idea again, just like the Grinch either. Well, wait. Besides like him just being an outright straight up, like just killing someone in a back alley, I could also see him maybe doing like some sort of like elaborate Saul kind of escapade, maybe like
what?
Welcome, citizens of Whoville. I want to play a game.
No, Cruiser. You have to do it in the Jim Carrey voice. It's like, welcome, citizens of Whoville.
Welcome, citizens of Whoville. I want to play a game.
I want to play a game.
You have decorated this Christmas tree with so many ornaments. But some of them, I decorated with bombs. You have to remove said bombs, or else Whoville goes boom.
That was a horrible.
I tried.
That was a horrible
I
Jim
tried.
Carrey impression, but let's just face it, it was funny regardless.
There was actually a deleted scene from his Grinch movie, which I kind of wish they left in there, where he accepting the award. He looks over at that woman who was I guess the girlfriend or the wife of the mayor of Whoville.
Yeah.
And he opens up this little, I guess Tupperware container and goes, "Here, my lady, green eggs and ham."
That would have been an interesting cameo. I like that little nod there. Anyway, with that said, we'll be
I'm
right.
surprised they never made a movie of that.
They made a show.
There's that. Yeah, that Netflix show is actually pretty good.
Yeah, I heard it's actually really deep and good. With Sam I Am. Isn't Sam I Am like a wanted criminal or something?
No, there's this other dude named Guy Am I, actually. I
meant like I'm surprised they never made an actual like
film.
Like a film, like how they did like with Cat in the Hat and the Grinch and everything.
Oh yeah, I would totally love to see. Yeah, I can picture it now. Neil Patrick Harris as Sam I Am, and friggin' Danny DeVito as the other dude. It's like, I do not like green eggs and ham. I can't do Danny DeVito.
Now that I think about it, that'd be an interesting duo to actually see.
I don't know. I like to say they should remake Road to El Dorado with Neil Patrick Harris and Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, I've seen that.
That would totally
be
work. They would be perfect together as Miguel and Tulio.
Have you ever seen the movie?
Once, but it was a very long time ago.
Okay, never mind. Your opinion is moot.
Speaking of opinions, we'll be right back with 2 minutes of controversy. Stick with us. Stand by.
Welcome to 2 Minutes of Controversy. This time we are going to be looking at the Helena Taylor Bayonetta 3 incident. Apparently, the people who are making the game only offered her a one-time payout of just $4,000 to do this. Everyone's saying this is ugly, that is unfair, this is downright insulting. Maybe it is. Because, as my friend Josh Scorcher pointed out, that there might be a bit more nuance to this. First of all, we don't know what the game studio's budget actually was for this, because according to him, that same studio has released a lot of duds as of late, and it's quite possible they lost a lot of money because of this, leaving very little money to actually develop Bayonetta 3. That could, in fact, be a reason. Another factor, she's not showing any receipts for this. She has not shown anything about her only being offered this amount of money. She could still be telling the truth, but we need to actually see some evidence here about that. The other thing that my friend Kurt pointed out was her voice really the secret sauce that made that game so successful? Now, it's true that a lot of fans care about voice actors nowadays. That's good. They deserve some credit here. But was it worth But again, is it worth that much? Does she deserve to get paid as much as, say, the game developers or the story writers? Yes, her voice is the face of the game, but does that mean she deserves a six-figure income because of it? I don't know. I've never played the game, so I don't really have a dog in this race. But it's clear that there's a bit more nuance to this than we realized. But what do you guys think? Do you think that perhaps maybe there's more that we don't know? Let me know in the comments. This has been 2 Minutes of Controversy.
I keep forgetting to turn on my mic. Welcome back. Everybody's read and everybody's having a good time. So, I was telling this to Kuma beforehand about our big event this Friday for me and Cruiser. I woke up. So here's what happened. I woke up in the morning by a call from my dad. He's like, "Hey, Evan, how you doing?" I'm like, "You woke me up." He's like, "Cool." He's like, "Cool. Do you get what do you? Hey, you want to go see the gorilla? What do you think of the gorillas or gorillas? Or gorillas. I've heard it all kinds of ways, but yeah, basically the gorillas and like And I'm like, do you like the Gorillas? I'm like, I'm partial to them. And he's like, well, because there's a concert coming here and I got some tickets for it if you want to rip on. I'm like, yeah, sure, why not? So I call Cruiser. I'm like, Cruiser, you want to go see the Gorillas? And Cruiser's like, okay. Like, so what's cool is that my dad has a friend who got us some good seats. He got us like a suite with a that he owned and like or something like that, or he rented, and we're getting a good view of it with free food and everything. It's really good stuff. So that means in other words, me, Cruiser, and Kuma is gonna see the Gorillas in where are you seeing it at?
Well, I'm gonna hopefully see it in Miami, but like I'm like upset that you didn't bother asking me.
I thought you were but we thought we were.
Yeah, you thought you didn't bother though. Like I felt upset, like I wasn't
I'm
asked.
sorry, man. I didn't know. No, I thought, like I said, I thought you were going indefinitely because you said you were. Did he say he was going last time we had a stream here?
I said I was gonna try.
I don't remember you saying you were gonna try, but like I apologize. Really, I didn't mean to exclude you there.
Like, yeah, I just see it. I was going like, oh, damn.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I didn't know. I thought you were going on in Miami. That was when we brought it up.
No, I said I was gonna try to maybe go to the one in Miami because like that one's on my birthday. That's all. Like, but like I was just seeing that and just like going, dang, okay. And like then because like I thought like that's why like Bruce was going, like Bruce was already going, but then like you just told me that like you just told him that Bruce and Jasmine could just refund their tickets. I was like going, oh, fuck, damn.
Sorry,
Still
man.
could have asked me.
Sorry, man. I didn't mean to upset you.
No, like it. I just felt I was just rather going like, oh, damn. That would have been fun.
Well, yeah, man. I'm sorry. I didn't think. Like I said, I mistook your words or something there because I thought you said you were going indefinitely on your end. So I apologize.
I didn't say indefinitely.
I didn't mean literally. You'd say it indefinitely. I'm saying that in my I thought in my thought process. I didn't say specifically. You said you were going indefinitely. I'm saying that as like a more way of describing what I thought you said. You meant, not word for word quote. Because what I thought you said was I'm going to see Gorillas on this date in Miami or something of that matter. But yeah, I apologize if I misheard you. If I knew better, I would have asked you. I'm sorry.
Okay then. Yeah, Evan did ask me to go, and I honestly like.
Have you ever been to the Amway? First of all.
Actually, no, that's one thing. I've never been to the Amway Center. I mean, I was already going to go there for Trans-Siberian Orchestra come December.
Are you going?
So,
again?
What's that?
How many times have you seen Trans-Siberian Orchestra?
Twice. Both times, though, we're in an arena that's closer to me down here. But I've never been to the Amway Center, so this is going to be a first. And also be a first seeing the Gorillas. I heard of them, but I never saw the big deal. Like, yeah, they got some good songs, but I never saw what made people flip out over them. But perhaps seeing them live will give me a better frame of reference here. I definitely like the gimmick. I do like the idea of a fictional band. I mean, come on, Death Clock. So I'll be curious to see what this is like live. And they even have a similar show style to Death Clock, where there's basically the band is actually on stage, and the images you're kind of supposed to see are up on a screen. And I never got a chance to see Death Clock live, so this will be a chance to see what a show like this is like. The other is I never actually got a chance to be in one of these suites at arenas. Never have. I've either been close to the stage or just kind of kicking out in the back. Well, now I'll be kicking in the far back with.
But like, yeah, we got the bottom line is we got some good seats. I think I went to one when I saw Paul McCartney there when I went there in 2012. It's really rare, honestly. The guy barely lends it out. You know, I don't know how it works with him, honestly. I don't like go and ask him all the time. I just go to see what he. I just usually wait till I'm getting offered. Sometimes we go to the Solar Bear games there, where we get some good seats in the front. But you know, it's because my dad. I think my dad's company owns one of the seats in the front.
And Evan was telling me what this is like, and I go, dude, you had me at buffet.
Yes. Yeah. We'll see what happens with that. I feel like there was something else. I was gonna. Okay.
No, go ahead, please.
So I was gonna say up front here. Did you guys see Halloween Kills yet? Are you guys planning on seeing Halloween Ends?
No, not with all the reviews I'm hearing.
I've heard very mixed on it. Kuma, are you planning on seeing Halloween Ends?
Nah, I don't care for it.
Really?
No.
Well, I was curious. My stepmom was a huge Halloween fan. She was like really looking into it. But yeah, my girlfriend saw it. And from what I saw review-wise, I've heard some people like it, some people hate it. It's just completely like a mixed bag. I've heard my girlfriend hated it, but she told
basically. Sorry.
No, go on. You go. You're the guy.
Well, just basically, it seems like the main reason people are angry is because we were promised that this was the final showdown between Laurie Strode and Mike Myers, but that's not what we got. Instead, it looks like another movie was edited into a Halloween movie.
Well, I just heard there was just less Michael in it. That's all I heard.
Yeah, and that because of this other movie, because it focuses around some new guy in town rather than on Michael. And yeah, and again, we were promised the final showdown. I don't understand why studios do this. Okay, you had just one job, the final battle. That was it.
Well, what is the final battle like?
A lethal game of Home Alone.
So, like with H2O.
I haven't seen H2O in years. I don't remember what that was like. But what the best that I can describe it is like perhaps maybe Laurie would decapitate Mike Myers, completely enabling him. That's it. He's dead.
He wasn't dead.
No one can come back from that.
And what, H2O?
Again, dude, I am not familiar with H2O.
No, that's because that's what happens at the end of H2O.
Then, yeah, I think that's what you should do. And not to mention, this particular Halloween movies was supposed to take place after the original Halloween or the sequel to the original Halloween, ignoring everything that came after that. So you could have easily you could easily just ignore H2O. I mean, not to mention, Freddy vs. Jason did this. I mean, you have your template. That's all you needed.
Yeah, basically. I haven't seen that movie in a while. I gotta see. Is it on HBO?
Don't know, but Spookala, what we're going to in December, the actor who played Jason Voorhees in that is going to be there.
Which one?
Ben Kurtzer, I think that's how you pronounce his last name.
Isn't Ari also going?
Yeah.
Yeah,
and Corey Feldman's going to be there.
Kuma, are you going to go? How about you join us at Spookala? I'll buy your ticket for you. I get to meet some people.
No, I'm good.
Are you sure? Get to see Ari.
Yeah, no need to think of me now.
Come on, at least come on, man. I just want to try and make that.
No, I'm good.
Alrighty then.
I don't see the point.
And also, what I found out at Spookala is a concert will be happening there, not just with my friend Ari, but with one of the first bands I ever got to, or one of the first hard rock bands I ever got to see. And see if I can try to point my finger right there. This band right here, Power Man 5000.
The white one back there?
Yeah. And the kicker is the band is fronted by the brother of Rob Zombie.
Oh, really? I didn't even know he had a
Yeah,
brother.
go. Yeah, his stage name is Spider One. That was the name he gave himself for Power Man 5000,
Hmm.
and he actually might be a better director than his brother because he actually had his own TV show on MTV called the Undead Task Force. It was literally like about literally a police force that's meant to fight off the undead. Anything from zombies to vampires to other monsters of horror that have invaded this town. And it was actually pretty good.
That would have been.
So it'll be good to see them live because I haven't seen them since 1999. Shows how old I am. But one other guest that's going to be there is Alex Winters from Bill and Ted. And what I want to have him sign so bad is the Bill and Ted video game for the 8-bit Nintendo and write, "This game is most unexcellent."
Really?
Yeah. I doubt he's played it.
Yeah, not a lot of people do.
But the other thing that I did recently this week is that I finally got a chance to watch the South Park 25th anniversary concert.
How was it? I haven't seen it all the way through. I've only seen like snippets.
Honestly, I wish I could have been there. I really do. As a lot of people, as we all know, Rush actually got back together to jam with them, and Matt Stone got to, for one brief moment in time, got to be the drummer of Rush. They did "Closer to the Heart," and it sounded fantastic.
Oh yeah.
And they also had Primus there. Like, Les Claypool is one of my favorite bass players of all time.
I keep forgetting they did the South Park theme.
Yeah, and they even gave the story behind it, saying that when they first came to Hollywood, they heard this band Primus, and they're like, "Dude, this sounds awesome. Like, maybe we should get them to do the song." And they sent Les Claypool a letter saying, "We want you to do a song for our new show. We have only $75. Would you be willing to do it?" And he heard about the show, and Les goes, "Okay."
Mm-hmm.
And the song he gave them was the song you actually hear during the end credits. But then they said, "Shit, we also need something for the opening theme." And that's when Les said, "Really? What are you gonna do? Like, you gonna pay me another $75?" So what they did is that they actually sped up the that song, and they actually made a new one out of it. And the other thing they did too that I loved so much was Primus has a song called "Tommy the Cat," and the songwriter Tom Waits actually did the voice of that character, Tommy the Cat. So they gave it a South Park twist. They did that song, but instead they tweaked the microphone so that when Matt Stone talked into it, out came Butters' voice, and they did Butters the Cat.
Oh my god.
That was so cool to see. I loved it so much.
I didn't even know you could do that with microphone work on like live on like hot mics. I didn't know you could do that on that.
And they even did a song from their very first movie, Cannibal the Musical. And they actually they had some people that they worked on the film there. I mean, they didn't come on stage, but they had this little VIP box, and the entire South Park crew was there. The cast they had for Cannibal the Musical was there. And I saw that movie. I own it. It's really great. The song was called "When I Was on Top of You." Now, judging by that, you think it's a song about sex, but it's actually a song about Trey Parker's character, Alfred Packard, riding his horse.
Really?
Yeah, that's the big innuendo. And in the movie, as soon as he's done singing the song, someone offers him chocolate and goes, "Fudge Packer."
Oh my god.
Obvious joke there. And like you could just see the emotions on their faces too, that it's been 25 years since they started South Park, and they're still going strong, and they just can't believe that they're here doing this show. And I wish so bad they would take it on tour, because I would have loved to experience that. I mean, granted, I would doubt they would get Rush to go on tour with them, but man, that talk about a show I wish I could have gone to.
Yeah, I mean, like, have
And
you ever been to the Rocks?
no, I haven't. But the one thing that amphitheater has that I love is the fact that it actually has walls like mountain boulders like on the sides of it, and they projected videos on there. Like they did Let's Fighting Love. How can you not do that? They did their song America, fuck yeah.
From,
And again,
what's it called? I forgot the name of that movie.
Team America, World Police.
God, I've only seen very few shots of that. I kind of like it, but I don't.
Have you actually watched it from beginning to end?
I think I did. I can't remember, unfortunately. I'm familiar with. I have recently seen some of the scenes from it. I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that. It's like what? I think that kind of like defines of how it impacted me if I can't really remember it, but you know.
I still love that movie just because I to this day remember the teaser trailer. It's like you hear the narrator going off and you see like a list of all these celebrities that are supposed to be in this movie, and then at the end it said like, you know, like these actors will be really 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 angry when they see Team America World Police. And in the making of special feature in the DVD, they said the main reason why they wanted to use puppets is because, and I quote, "We hate actors. Every single goddamn one of them."
No, I think puppets are a little bit
And,
overrated.
well, well, what was the last marionette puppet show? The only thing I could think of is the Fabulous Thunderbirds, but that was from the 60s. There had to have been another one.
Wulam Warriors, I think.
No, I think MTV had one called the Super Adventure Team, which lasted for like one season.
Well, it depends on like what you're looking at. I haven't really seen a lot of like puppet shows. I think I saw Wulam Warriors, but I didn't really get into it. I don't know if anybody else has seen it or not. But
it's obviously, with it being MTV's, the Super Adventure Team was had very South Park like humor. I can only remember like a few jokes from that. One was like some, I guess some monster was like screaming at this captured person from that team, and he goes, "You stink of fear and 12-year-old scotch," because the character was an alcoholic, or at least it drank a bunch. And as for Team America, they said the one thing they want to do is that they want to start the movie with a shot of a cheap marionette puppet against a cheap background, so that when the people first see this movie, or at least the studio execs first see it, they will, you know, get pissed off and think, they ripped us off, just to pull the camera back and see this huge world that they sculpted. And they said they will probably never work with marionette puppets again because it was that big of a pain in the ass to work with.
Well, yeah, it's puppet work. It's like all practical stuff.
Yeah, and not to mention, like one puppet had 3 puppeteers. There was one controlling the arms, another was controlling the feet, and there was another person who was controlling the face movements of the puppets.
The mouth. He has to like sync it up with everything there. It's like nuts.
Yeah, and if you watch the movie, you see that they actually blow up a lot of this stuff.
Oh my god.
And yeah, and they asked, well, why'd you guys blow this stuff up? Like, because if we didn't, it'd just be collecting dust in a warehouse somewhere.
Really?
Yeah, that's their logic. And if you look closely, like you can see like a lot of everyday items that are in shots, but are designed to like fit with the set. Like one of my personal favorites that I caught was, again, in the opening shot, you see what looks like these little pillars around a, well, what's it called? I guess you could call it like a patio, like a coffee shop out in France somewhere. But those little pillars are actually pawn pieces from a chess game.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah, or there was one of the characters has a belt buckle, but the belt buckle is just a quarter. You also see him look like he's carrying some kind of weapon on his side, and it's actually nail clippers.
Really?
Yeah.
It's just something I never really I kind of see stuff with that, like most rides. I know Back to the Future had a coffee cup.
Oh yeah, on the ride.
I don't know. No. Yeah, it was on the ride there. Kuma, you ever went on the Back to the Future ride at Universal?
No, I don't ride rides. We talked about.
Oh yeah, sorry about that. Sorry, I keep forgetting that.
So I loved that movie. The concert, you can watch it, for free on YouTube. However, there is an extended version of Closer to the Heart that's worth seeing. And I loved watching Matt Stone just geek out like that.
I don't know what the point.
Because, go ahead.
Well, they have it on Paramount Plus. What was the point of putting it for free on YouTube?
My guess is it's probably what's on Paramount Plus is probably an extended version.
Is it? Hold on, let me take a look. Look, you two, just shoot the shit. I'm just look at it up there.
So, Kuma, when's your birthday? I don't know when your birthday is, dude. Yeah, I didn't know when your birthday was.
We talked about it last stream.
I don't remember. What?
We literally talked about it last stream.
Oh no, wait, I don't think I was there for that. Remember, you guys had the guests on there?
No, he's referring to the one that we had to abort last week.
Oh, that one. Was I on for that?
Yes, we were talking about Yeah, we were talking about McCamey Manor and how you didn't believe me about the tooth pulling thing.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Which, by the way, I looked into that a bit more, and honestly, this is what I think is going on with that. Is some of the stuff done for I think what's going on is I think some of the stuff is done for the cameras, because according to a lawyer who actually looked over the waiver, you cannot legally force someone to sign a waiver by force. Okay, that is actually against the law, and you see that on camera. So that is clearly done for the cameras. The second is that it seems like the waiver is meant to build up anxiety. Like they say, we may do all this to you, we may not. Just again get you into that fearful mood, but just not deliver on it. And the other is that the guy who runs this, Russ McCamey, is actually a retired Navy veteran. So what I'm wondering is, are these actually military training exercises, but just done within the context of horror? Okay, rather than out on a government military training facility, you're in some dark, dingy hole in the ground. That's what I'm wondering is going on. Although it's quite possible that the $20,000 reward is fake as well. Or at least that's a possibility. Although, if you going through all that, I think you should get some kind of reward. But one thing that is true is that people in Vegas will actually bet on people, like, who they think is going to last the longest. But they had some woman on there, like the video I saw, there was a woman on there from Kuwait, and this was her second time doing it.
Really? Actually, my girlfriend was talking about it. Was talking about a blog of somebody who was Okay, here it is. I got the Paramount Plus video up here.
Mm-hmm.
It's an hour and let me rewind you here. It's an hour and 38 minutes long and 38 seconds. In the YouTube version, the anniversary is an hour and 38 minutes and 43 seconds.
So there's not much difference.
Yeah, no. By all means, it's the opposite of what you suggested. 5 extra seconds, Cruiser.
And YouTube. why would they do that then?
They have to troll people.
I guess, but either way, I'm glad that it is on YouTube. I got to watch it. It was a lot of fun. It was also great seeing them play these songs live. I still love "Let's Fighting Love." That's a great song.
Playing your video.
And also, Oh, what's that?
Did you put in your video or something?
Yeah, I recently did a video of the top 10 anime songs that Jablonski actually helped me with. And as a total troll move, like the rules of the countdown was that it Japanese only, no dubs. The song had to appear at either the beginning or the ending of the show, nothing during the show. And no JoJo. So when I got to number one, I said the number one anime song was "Let's Fighting Love," and I'm sitting there with a big shitting eating grin on my face, like, it counts. It's in Japanese. It appears at the ending. It's in the anime art style, and anime is a style, not a genre.
Way to quote me on that one.
Yep. But that video was actually really fun to do. At first, I was being really picky with what I chose to be what I call defenders, videos that had a good shot at being on the list. But that was because I was looking for songs where if you were to remove the Japanese dialogue or the Japanese lyrics, would you think this song came from Japan? And Jablonski said that's not really a good way to critique these songs. And I thought about it and just kind of realized, these songs are not getting played on the radio, at least as far as I know. These are songs that are meant to, be played for a TV show. So perhaps that wasn't the best way to critique these songs, or at least select which ones were going to be on the list. So I went back through like all the videos Jablonski sent me, which he sent me like maybe 30, and chose the 10 and 3 honorable mentions. The one that did make it to number one, Dr. Stone, that was a good song. Like, I was very surprised by it. And the other interesting one for me, at least again in terms of being interesting, not so much the music, was Digimon. And I even said in the video that I am a fan of that show, but that's not why it's on the list. It's on there because it was a very interesting contrast to what we got in the States. Because what we got in the States was that weird Digimon, digital monsters, Digimon are the champions. This is not a good song at all. It may be fun nostalgia, but it's not a good song. But Japan got something that sounds like the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones. And when you listen to that song and watch the visuals play out, it sets a whole new tone for the show. That, to me, was what was so interesting about it. It's like, how would you feel about the show if a sound like this played for the intro we got in America? It may actually have given people a different thought about the show, or a different feeling about it. So, yeah, that one was really interesting for me.
I'm actually more surprised of why you didn't choose JoJo, but then again, all the anime openings are huge.
Well, that was just some joke that Jablonski came up with.
What would you?
And I said,
well, question on here on Kuma. What would you say about that? About your favorites? Kuma.
Favorite lights.
Did you? What was your favorite anime openings?
I don't know.
You don't know.
I mean, you watch more anime than I do.
Well, I would need time to think about it. Like,
what are you watching now?
nothing. I'm watching cooking shows right now.
Cooking shows. Such as what?
You have a favorite chef?
No, I'm just watching cooking shows. Like,
okay.
Okay. Cooking shows to me always seem to be more interesting when you're hungry.
Why would you watch cooking shows only when you're hungry? I always thought it was more like a knowledge-based collection.
It was a joke I heard from Jim Gaffigan.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, I'm also hoping to check out this other local haunted house attraction called Screamageddon in Dade City. With this one, you do have to sign a waiver to let them touch you. And so I've never done a full haunted attraction like this. Like one house, yeah. but not an entire spook attraction. And it recommends that you go with a group, and I can't find anyone else to go with me. So I might actually have to go at this one alone. Bit of a bummer.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't have any money at the time. I'm not going to go into that, but, like, yeah, that I probably wouldn't want to be touched, but, you know.
Yeah, you do. Just not by them. Every man wants to be touched, Evan.
I like to be touched in the heart, thank you very much, but, you know.
Among other places.
Right. I don't know, I still gotta find out what I'm doing for Halloween.
And one of the attractions is actually you get to do a zombie shootout with a real paintball gun. Yeah. They apparently, like, from what I saw in the videos, they put you in the back of a car, they give you a paintball gun with 100 paintballs. They drive past, like, this field where where they have their zombie actors coming at you, and you get to fire at them.
I haven't really thought of that being there. I remember going to this one that was called Space Adventure. That was at the mall that me and my girlfriend went to, and it was just literally just an airsoft range.
The very first Ozfest I went to, Ozfest 2000, there was a vendor there, and it wasn't a game, but they said you get to shoot an asshole with a paintball gun for $5. $10 he takes off the chest plate. And I had never fired a paintball gun before, and I was 15, so I said, okay, sure. And my dad's like, well, hey, what prize do you get? There's no prizes here. And this dude goes, here, he can have this CD. And it was like a promo CD they were handing out at the festival. So I still love their sales pitch. Shoot an asshole for $5.
Oh, I hear you.
$10 and he'll take off the chest plate. Literally, it was just this dude without a shirt who would just like go back and forth between the table area, and you just shoot at him.
I haven't really done that.
And then, have you ever got shot with a paintball?
No, I have not. I've been shot with an airsoft gun.
It's unpleasant.
No, it is not.
It's very,
especially when you're not with armor, like leaves welts behind. I don't know if I've ever been. I don't know if either of you guys have done a paintball or airsoft stuff.
Oh, I have, but I said it was unpleasant.
I don't know. Kuma, have you ever done paintball?
Yeah, it's fun.
When was the last time you went? Like,
I don't remember.
I don't know. I've hardly heard, like, I don't know. I've never been paintballing. It really had an interest in me. Depends on what the field was.
Well, my brother, when he was big into it, he wanted to play against my dad. It was, the boys versus the dad, or the sons versus the dad. And our dad would, back at his place where we shot, Brony's Bucks to the Face video, we would play in the woods. But my dad, being a police officer, he knew like the proper way to actually hide from folks. And he would actually hide in a tree and shoot down at us.
Really?
Like fucking cop training, I tell you.
That's a dick move even for you, honestly. I mean, I've been shot with like, I was shot with like an M16 pit airsoft gun before. It left welts all over my body. It was crazy.
Or like he would get down on the... no, go ahead.
I forgot who did it. It wasn't Juwan who did it to me, just to be a dick, but like it was just some of the other guys that were in the room with him or something.
Or like my dad would get low to the ground behind a bush and like stick the barrel out through the bush and...
Wait, you said it was paintball or airsoft?
Paintball.
Oh, great. Now he ruined your shirt. What the heck?
No, the paint washes right out.
Does it really?
Yeah.
Well, what is it if it's not paint, if it doesn't wash out? I haven't heard of paint that... I haven't heard of paint that...
I don't know.
I don't know. I haven't really seen a lot of paint, though, that doesn't wash out.
But the other thing is, I could have swore he left welts on our back, which was in the shape of a smiley face. But,
what, you have a scar of a smiley face on your back now?
No, dude, they're just bruises.
Yikes. Are they still there? Or like...
No!
You'd be surprised. I've seen a lot of wounds left behind by paintball or airsoft guns.
Maybe if you're close. Matter of fact, if you are within either 5 or 10 feet of another person, you're not allowed to actually pull the trigger. You have to just say bang and the person's out due to safety reasons.
Oh yeah, I've seen that in that one South Park. You have to go like out and everything like that.
Yeah,
like a code
and
word.
but there are some people who are so sadistic that they'll actually freeze their paintballs and fire at each other so that they're solid.
Yikes.
Ouch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, people want to prove how tough they are, not realizing you look like an asshole.
You saying that to me
So-
like indefinitely or what?
No, just like a lot of people want to show that they're like being tough or extreme. Like, no, guys, you just look like a douchebag. Okay, like there's a reason why we have safety precautions. There's a reason why we have safety measures here. You're not, being tough for your friends. You just look like an idiot. It's kind of like with Kane Hodder in the stunt world. There are some stunt actors who will like show off their scars, their bruises as like a badge of courage or a badge of honor, when the whole point is to not get those.
I don't know. Like it's hard. It's a game I never got any experience with. Apparently, the only one who always had real experience. You played on a court, haven't you?
Yeah, I have. I mean, the courts they're just like it's not like a basketball court or anything. It's like literally.
I didn't mean like literally a court. Like I meant like a field, Eric's paintball field.
Yeah, yeah.
So pretty much the only people who have played paintball indefinitely are you and Kuma.
Mm-hmm.
In the paintball field with the gear and the shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I missed out on that craze.
It's still there, but it's mostly been taken over by Airsoft because it's so much cheaper.
Yeah, which one does it hurt? Does it hurt less or more than Airsoft?
I would say more because the paintball is much bigger than an Airsoft BB.
Hard to say, honestly. I mean, like, it depends on what you're looking at there with it being a liquid and the other one being a solid. I've heard, like, I don't know, Airsoft pellets.
Well, here's what we'll do, Evan. We'll take you, give you a blindfold and a cigarette, and Kuma and I will fire at you.
Why would I need a cigarette?
Those old cartoon gags.
What?
There was an old cartoon gag from like Looney Tunes where like Bugs or Daffy were about to be fired on, and they get like one last cigarette with a blindfold.
Interesting comparison.
Well, yeah, they're about to be shot and killed. That's the point.
I might have been from the different times there. I haven't watched a lot of old Looney Tunes, so yeah. But I'd be into trying it there. I mean, like, I'm obviously not going to go there without armor, but depends on what kind of weapon you use in the field.
Knowing you, it'd probably be a knight's armor.
Or I could just use the regular padding because, I haven't shot with, like, BBs and shit, man. Not
Real metal BBs or...
Yeah, when I was in my scouting days, I used to go to stuff there. My dad had a BB. Okay, when I say shot, I don't mean directly, but, like... Sorry, I've been having stomach pains these last few hours. My dad had a BB gun court. He set up like a target in the back of my Red Ryder, right? I think I've shown you it, and the fence behind it would ricochet the BBs off, and hit me in the face or knee.
Ouch.
I don't know.
Yeah, I got a BB gun for Christmas one year, and what I used to do is that I kept it at my dad's, and I would get either water balloons, tie them up and hang them from the clothesline, and fire them up and fire at those. Or if I was lucky, there'd be an expired can of Coke that I could shoot at, because seeing those things explode when you shake them up is really fun to watch.
I know, right? It's like, I haven't seen a lot there. I mean, like, I only shot through targets, not like... Any objects. But like it's it depends on what you are. I don't know if you ever had any experience with BB guns. I know Kuma just said he was in paintball, but I don't know if he had any experience on the BB gun stuff.
So.
Have you?
Why do you sound so surprised? Like everything like.
No, that wasn't.
Like, if y'all want to include me in the conversation, y'all could just like start asking me, like instead of just.
Sorry,
like,
I kind of got ripped
at the last minute.
Sorry about that. I was like, no, when I wasn't being surprised, I was like, when you said like paintball, I didn't know whether or not you included BBs. I guess I was a little surprised. So yeah. Oh my god. Okay, I'm just gonna be kind of frank here, guys. You guys don't think they're. Sorry, I've been having stomach. Anyway.
Stomach issues.
Yeah, I don't know. I've like had stomach issues for the last like 3 hours. Excuse me. I think I might have eaten something bad for lunch. But anyway, you know, I don't know, Kuma. What else have you been up to? You said the cooking show situation. Like, learn anything? Have you been learning any more, like stuff to cook or anything like that?
No, I'm just watching the shows. Like, I just like watching shows and everything. I just have them on in the background.
Just like an atmospheric thing?
Yeah.
How long have you been doing that?
Since TV has been made to have things in the background, I guess.
I don't know. I didn't take you as like a cooking show kind of guy. That's why. I think it's because the subject's never been brought up a lot. That's why.
Because y'all don't ask.
Well, like I said, the subject's never usually brought up, so yeah. I mean, I learn a lot about interesting stuff each day. I mean, like with every person around here. You know.
And supposedly, it's quite possible. I just recently found this out that the singer from Five Finger Death Punch might be retiring after this next album.
Oh, really?
Or at least it said retiring from metal.
I haven't seen.
So.
That. I don't know. Go on.
Well, I've certainly have seen them, and like I was never a diehard fan, but I definitely do like them. As for what caused this, I honestly don't know. I don't know what's going to happen to the band. I don't know what's going to happen to. I mean, if he quits and the band continues, the guitar player Zoltan Barthery is going to be the only sole member of the band left.
I haven't heard a lot of Five Finger Death Punch. Kuma, you?
No.
I mean, like, I've heard the name. I haven't been a lot through it.
And I don't know. It seemed like it just came out of nowhere. I mean, he's been sober. He's been doing good. He's been sticking with it. So I don't know what caused this. But on a more humorous note, last night I was attending Tonkatsu Sinclair's weekly live stream, who is formerly known as DWK. And because he deals with a lot of anime with this new brand, they're obviously talking about anything from just anime to hentai, doujinshi, manga, whatever. But for whatever reason, Mario came up, and some people were making jokes about wondering like what each Mario's character's kink was. And what? And like you can tell Luigi's into water sports. Yeah, or he was reading off like a lot of what people were saying in the chat, and so I said, "Yep, Mario was conceived in Japan, so technically." And by that, I just mean that a Japanese person came up with the character. I said, yeah, Mario is technically Japanese. His first name is actually Itsumi. Itsumi Mario. And he and his co-host, this other VTuber named Dashi, were laughing their asses off. I'm like, yes, I got them! And they're like, they said that was good. I actually never heard that before.
I never heard it before either.
What's that?
I said I never. Oh my god, I have never heard that before either.
I'm surprised because I think I posted the meme in the SCYTHE Studios chat before.
I don't know. I haven't seen a lot on the chat there with you doing it. Have you? I don't know. I know he was named after a shipping guy. I know, like, someone that was in their shipping yard.
But I've always enjoyed coming to his streams.
Hold
hanging
on,
out.
guys, stop. Hold on. Are we good?
Mhm.
Yeah, I think I got it back up. Sorry about that, guys. I am really.
Well,
not...
we weren't live.
No, we were having we weren't live. I had to set up on technical difficulties because I had a router issue. Sorry about that. I ran over there. I do not want to do another stream where I don't have a complete one there.
Well, in that case, I'll just repeat what I was saying. Babymetal is going to be releasing a new album, their first in years. And while I am looking forward to it, what I'm not looking forward to is how they're already trying to nickel and dime fans. Apparently, in Japanese idol culture, you offer like a shit ton of merchandise for people to buy. And I don't have a problem with branding. My issue is that it's so soulless. I mean, for Christ's sakes, they were selling Babymetal duct tape for $20.
What?
Yeah, I'm not making that up. And now they're already doing pre-orders of this new album, and there's not even an album art of this released yet. And they're offering like 10 different pre-orders. And it's not like it's going to be a regular version and a deluxe version with like with new tracks on it. It's going to be like 10 different album covers or 10 different colored vinyls. It's like, guys, stop. Like, stop being so soulless and actually show you care about your fans. And in my opinion, the best way to show that you care about your fans is to do meet and greet sessions. I mean, hell, in Japan, I think it's a law saying you have to do handshake sessions with your fans, but Babymetal won't. And I don't even think it's up to the girls. I think it's up to the guy who started the whole project, this dude named Koba. And it's really shitty to do. And what's worse is just how many people will buy into it. Like, they will buy like every single version of this album, not realizing that you just got played. Okay, you're a sucker. I mean, sure, like other bands have done this, but again, at least they care about their fans. They're willing to meet you. They're willing to, let you take a picture with them, sign an autograph. Babymetal, nope, not gonna happen. And people say like, well, what's that?
I don't know. You'd have to say like Kuma didn't go to Japan.
Even then, I doubt they would do it. I mean, I would still like to go to Japan. I mean, why not? I mean, heck, Robert's over there. Be cool to see him in this new habitat. But I just really don't like how they treat their fans. And I don't like how many fans will get behind this. Although, judging by the comments section, it seems like more and more people are starting to smell the bullshit or a dirty diaper.
It's funny enough, like I was I actually showed my girlfriend like her first Babymetal song. I showed her 2 songs, both
Which ones?
both of which caught her off guard. The first one I showed her was Doki Doki Morning, which is the only song I have by them on my iPhone because I'm really not a big fan of Gimme Chocolate or whatever else they did. But the other one I showed her was the Final Five. Alright, guys. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Welcome to the Final Five segment, everybody. Here, we are going to be giving our Final Five thoughts on the Final Five things and everything. Right there is usual stuff there. So as usual, we'll begin the usual mix-up. I'm gonna go with Cruiser first. So, Cruiser, your time. Just getting everything. Excuse me. Cruiser, your time begins now.
All right, I'd like to thank everyone who checked out my top 10 anime songs. I will be working on a pony video next, one for the end of the season, so it's going to be a bit longer. In fact, it's going to be 3 parts. I'm going to look at the MLP Christmas album. I've been meaning to get to this, and Halloween's coming up, so we're going to be in season soon, so I might as well do this one next. So stay tuned for more content.
Is that all? All right, we have that done there. Next up, we got Kuma. Kuma, you're up. Your time begins. Your time begins. Now.
I am currently mostly making up some D&D things for my group right now. Maybe trying to make a one-off horror version for them at the moment. Joining a stream on Tuesday. That'll be on Twitch, so that'll be a thing later on.
What's the name of the Twitch?
New Age Geeks.
New Age Geeks.
But that's pretty much for that. Yeah, trying to just, I don't know, I've just been doing things, mostly just D&D related things, but like nothing much. And I don't know, that's pretty much it.
Not really much else. All right. I'll be continuing. I'm sorry, I can't do mine. I apologize, guys. I can't do mine. I don't know what I ate, but like I'm not feeling too good. I'm sorry. With that said, I'm going to be going in Takuma's quote of the week.
We could go ahead and skip that. I actually forgot to prepare one when I woke up.
It's okay. That's fine. That's fine then. Do you have any closing words for us at least, or anything like that, or?
Like, I guess all of us here at Ants, we still sleep with a nightlight just because we're afraid of the dark. Good night.
It's the end of the show, so don't blow it. It's the end of the show, so don't blow it. It's the end of the show, so don't blow it. End it right.
My life is a bacon-wrapped hell on earth.